Hello, Louisiana Beer Reviews. We are reviewing a beer that was sent to me by Douglas in Virginia. But this beer is not from Virginia, this is from Poland. Although the company itself, the original company is in the Czech Republic. Well, what happened was they decided to do let it go out to contract for the U.S. market.
So where are they at in proximity to each other, these two countries? Is it like we're in Louisiana and Mississippi's on one side of us and Texas is on the other?
Yeah.
So like right next to each other?
Yeah, it'd be like Lazy Magnolia doing some craft beers in Louisiana, like they actually do.
Yeah, they do craft beer. They do contract work for LA 31. Yeah.
So there's Poland, and southwest of Poland is Czech Republic.
Oh, okay. So there's some drama going on in Poland.
Yeah. So Kozel means goat in Czech, and it says Velkopovicky. That's the town where it started. In 1874, during the time when it was part of the Austrian-Hungarian Empire. All right, it was part of the Austrian territory. So. And it wasn't even called the Czech Republic back then. It was called the Kingdom of Bohemia, and a third of Poland was owned by Austria. But anyway, I peeled off this adhesive label that the importer put on it, and I found out that it's like 5 different breweries in Poland. So it's coming from different breweries.
So why does that region have all these breweries that are so-called like the brewery area? I mean, I have ideas why.
I guess they love beer.
You don't think it's acquisition of the monasteries?
I just think it's a culture. I mean, the monasteries have something to do with it, but it's just a culture
They have
of
a lot to do with it.
brewing out there, you know.
I think that's a lot to do with it. Because the monks used to.
Yeah, and they still do in some cases. Oh, bad news.
Like the Trappist ales.
The Trappist brewery in the United States said they're going to shut down their brewing operations.
That's unfortunate.
Spencer, Massachusetts, the Abbey there, they said it wasn't making money for them, so they were going to kill it. And I thought they had some pretty good stuff. I was buying it at Dornex. So anyway, thank you, Douglas. Now this beer, I had the bottle version on a solo review, so there's the nice looking bottle.
Which actually had more beer to share than the canned version.
No, they're both 500 milliliter bottles. 500 milliliter vessels. In Europe, this is sold as Kozel 11 degrees Plato, which is a scientific thing about beer. And then they have different degrees Plato versions. There's a dark version, and there's other varieties in Europe. And this company was bought out by Asahi of Japan, who also owns Peroni beer. And I was looking on the Peroni website, and they were talking about this beer. So they must make it in Italy also. And it's 26 IBUs and 4.6% alcohol. There is a 4.8% Kozel. I didn't get that one from him. They use light Pilsner malt, caramel malt, and colored malt, whatever that is. And the hops they use is called Premiant. And there's no corn or rice added. So, all right, cheers. You've never had it. I never had it till this morning.
Nope.
You got to hold the stem so it'll chime.
Oh boy, here we go.
That doesn't chime too much.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, good smell.
You taste the barley malt, the hops. It's gonna go like this slight bitterness that goes into a cream mode.
Yeah.
Which leaves kind of lingering on the palate. It's sweet up front. It goes down ever so slightly.
On just the nose you're getting all that?
I already tasted it.
Oh, I'm about to say, right? How do you get all this on the nose?
One step ahead.
What do you get on the smell? Just like biscuit?
Yeah. It's got that biscuit. You're going to explain it as biscuit. I refuse to explain it the same way you explain it.
Or like a soda cracker maybe. But I always say these Euro lagers have that barley burn because there's no corn or rice to soften it. I like the barley burn, but some people that only drink.
I wouldn't really describe it as a burn. I would describe it as just a flat out like barley flavor that you get. It's still a little grassy.
I think the hops are giving it the grassy.
It kind of Well, the combination of all the flavors, I'm describing what they are. I have no reason to pick everything apart. And so it just kind of flows into like a creamy mode.
There is a creaminess to it. I was saying that in the solo.
Yeah.
Medium body, crisp finish. Now, to me, it has a pronounced flavor, like it's 3.5 out of 5 sugar cubes, 3.5 out of 5 hop cones. So it's got sweetness, but not too much. Bitterness.
I wouldn't call it that. I wouldn't call the sweetness that high. I'd give it 2.5.
Okay.
Like a medium sweetness, but like I said, it melds in, so you're not really getting a sugar spike here.
Yeah, right.
A drop off.
It's married together. It's hard to detail it. I don't know what this sells for, but apparently it's really popular in Europe. That's why they started farming it out, because I don't think the brewery in the Czech Republic is big enough to.
I would call this like their average beer. Yeah, I've been in Europe before, and some of their average beers are really good. And then some of the folks over there are like, "Why are you drinking that? That's not so good. Drink this."
I've been watching video reviews for this, and they're very positive for the most part. Yeah, people like it.
It's a pleasant beer. There's nothing absolutely wrong with it. It's got a good flavor. It's pleasant. Everything kind of flows together with it.
Yeah. So what score would you give it?
Oh, this is really good. I give it like a 95.
Yeah, I gave it a 94 on my solo, so I'm gonna stick with 94. But it's
sounds like we're across the board, even though you did a solo and I've never seen it.
Right. I had a second taste of it, but it tastes the same, bottle or can. There's no difference. The bottle's prettier, but the can is fine, and cans are good for storage. So,
Yeah.
So thanks, Doug. This is a great one. We don't get any Polish beers.
Thanks, Doug.
We don't get any Polish beers in
Is it
Louisiana.
Prost or cheers?
Prost.
Prost.
We don't get any Polish beers that I'm aware of in Louisiana.
Yours done? Or you
Yeah,
doing
I want to
Federal?
save a little bit for foot. And we barely get any Czech beers. What Czech beers do we get? A couple of places sell Czech bar, but like Total Wine.
If the beer is from the Czechoslovakia, why
Pill-
would they call it Czech bar?
Czech Var,
Oh, Czech var. But still, why would they call it Czech var?
because they're not allowed to call it its real name in the United States, which is Budweiser. So they got to make up a name.
Well,
Or Bud
for
Bar.
record,
Call
I've
it
had
Bud Bar.
it doesn't really like blow my socks off.
Bud Bar?
Yeah.
You gave it a good score when we did that at your house.
No, that's because it's not as bad as Budweiser.
You forgot. But I'm saying what we get here. Pilsner Urquell, Czech Var, or sometimes it's sold as Bud Var. What else do we get from there? I really don't think we get anything else from the Czech Republic. We did get that golden pheasant from Slovakia. They used to be connected to the Czech Republic, but we don't get that anymore. So, to my knowledge. So anyway, we need more Polish beers in Louisiana. Actually, we need any Polish beers in Louisiana. So it's the way it goes, I guess. Got a lot of Central American beer. All right, so Les Le Bon Temps Relais, a most excellent product, and we're going to end this review by saying y'all go to Poland, or maybe Italy, or Czech Republic, and tour one of those breweries that make this beer.
Drink better beers, kids.